Hello everybody, it's the Generally Good Gamer here. It's been a while, a very long time. I know none of you will know me. The last time I put up a recording was 8 years ago, maybe 10. But I've always missed it. It was a great time. It was the best of times. It was the worst. It wasn't the worst of times, but it was the best of times. I'm back though, and I want to kick things off again. So what I've decided to do is, I'm a gamer. I love games. Is to play games and to record them with you. But what I really enjoy is I enjoy the story, the RP. And recently I've got into the World of Warcraft lore. I think the past 2 years or so I've read a number of the books, or rather, because I'm lazy, I've listened to the audiobooks, trying to listen to them in order, and I really like it. I love the RP, and I've played this game on and off since Vanilla WoW. I must have been about 13 years old when it first came out, and that ages me, for those of you that are quick at maths. Or not, I mean, I guess you use a calculator nowadays. Nowadays, yeah. So, anyway, I've been wanting to get back into it, and yes, I love the lore, I love the RP, played the game for a long time, but you'll notice this isn't normal World of Warcraft, this is Turtle WoW. Now, Turtle WoW, I don't know much about it, apart from that it's private server, naughty, and it's essentially a love letter to World of Warcraft, to the vanilla World of Warcraft. The developers of this game are running this through donations, and as far as I'm aware, they've been doing it for a while, quite a while. It's recently picked up a lot of popularity in the general World of Warcraft community. If you don't know anything about it, then you should go and watch some YouTube videos about people that do, because I don't. But what I know so far, at least, is that they have added a lot more quests, more quest areas, some really cool stuff, and they've also enhanced the leveling experience from what I can understand. So for example, they've just increased the drop rate of certain things, they've reduced the, I don't know, maybe it's the health of certain mobs, or maybe the ratio of damage to health, damage done to health of your character compared to the enemies, something like that. In any case, I currently got a level 12 druid, and I absolutely adore the guy. There's a lot of nostalgia going on right now. But what I would like this playthrough to be is, as I've titled this episode in this series, is a story time. So we'll go through together and we will read through the entirety of the storyline. So all quests, all the rest, we'll go through this game, not rushing, but playing for pleasure, playing for the lore, the nostalgia. So with that being said, let's make a character and jump into the story. I'm thinking, so first off, if you don't notice already, Vanilla WoW didn't have, in fact Classic WoW doesn't, no, Retail WoW doesn't have High Elves, there's Blood Elves. And Classic WoW didn't have Blood Elves nor High Elves. So this is a new class for Turtle WoW, and similarly for the Horde they have the Goblin class as well. I'm going to make a High Elf. I'm going to see what the guys have done with this class, with this race, and I think I'm going to be a mage. She is very pretty indeed. Not sure about that hair, must have used a lot of gel to create that style, so I think I want her to be a bit more loosey-goosey. Who knows. Let's change that hairstyle. Oh, nice and severe there. Good parting. Wow. Okay. I like that. Yeah, she's ready for business, ready for work. School teacher for sure. Let's go with that school teacher look. Hair out of the way, ready for business. Ready to do some lore. All right. Skin color. Nice little tan there. Ah, yes, absolutely not. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Very attractive. I like the little pouch she's got going on as well. I would be too intimidated intimidated to walk up to her in real life. That is for certain. Yeah, goes nicely with the little brown secondary colour there, the robe. Earrings. That's fine, that's fine. And we'll name her, well, I'm the generally good gamer, so clearly this girl has to be named... fuck, alright. Jen. It's also unavailable. Gennal. Gennal, fuck me. Let's go, Gennal.
For nearly 7,000 years,
Come on, story.
the High Elves cultivated a shining magical kingdom deep within the forests of northern Lordaeron. But 5 years ago, the undead scourge invaded Quel'Thalas and drove the elves to the brink of extinction. Led by the evil Death Knight Arthas, the scourge destroyed the mystical Sunwell, thereby severing the elves from the source of their arcane power. Now, a broken people, the only hope for the future lies in the Alliance. Banding together with the survivors, you desperately use what few wagons you could scavenge to head south, looking for a new beginning at the former military lodge of your people in the verdant hills of Loch Modan.
Damn you, Arthas. That's fucking sick, to be honest. I didn't think to myself that actually, yeah, Burning Crusade isn't a thing, so we don't have the Ghostlands and those sort of other areas that were introduced with BC. So clearly these guys would have to start somewhere new, and Loch Modan is that place. How cool. Okay. Alright, let's pick up some quests. So we've got this we're in this guild already called Newcomers. I'm going to leave that because it's just spam. So there we go, we've left that guild, and I like this. So we do not have a homeland, we just have one sort of lodge that I guess is like an outpost for the High Elves that we've had previously, and that's where we've been, we're sojourning right now. It's so good that you're here with me, Gennal. What can I do for you? At last, Gennal, you're awake. It would seem that we survived the perilous journey south in the remnants of Lordaeron. We'll have to make the best of our situation and work to make this our new home. There is much to be done if we are to make this more than our temporary settlement for our people, Gennal. This lodge has only had to accommodate a handful of hunters and hasn't seen much traffic since the Second War, thus why its maintenance is questionable at best. Vyrin Swiftwind resides in the lodge and has held station here much longer than any of us. If we are to make a home for ourselves here, then we should seek her counsel and ask her where to focus our efforts. Let's head inside the lodge, but before we do, we need instant quest text. I'm going to be reading these quests out as much as I can, but equally I don't want to bore you if the quest doesn't really add to the lore. So let's have the choice at least to skip through these at the rate we want to. Okay. Wow. I like this. So we've got some homeless people here, ostensibly, all sat down in the same posture. Wow. Oh, a little child. I don't remember seeing these. That is scary as fuck. Shit me. Alright. We've got a Daryl the Youngling. Okay. And someone has killed a bear, apparently, and stuffed them and stood them upright. Wow, that's how do they do that? Magic. That's, you know, if we don't know the reason for how this stuff occurs, it's either God or magic, or are they the same thing? In any case, Vyrin Swiftwind, you wish to assist. Well, your offer is welcome, mage. I have been the lone ranger at this lodge for years, so you can imagine my shock at seeing so many of my kind arriving with news that my homeland has fallen. Now I have to contend with 100 refugees. We have much work to do, friend, but the burden will be lessened with the refugees assisting. We, Kel'Dorai, must stand united now more than ever. We only have each other now. Wagons full of refugees have arrived from the north, and more are surely on the way. Because this was used as a dwarven hunting lodge, the larders are fully stocked with meat. Unfortunately, most of the meat was in the process of being salted, and the lodge does not have ample firewood. Some of the refugees have already begun chopping wood for the lumber supply. Go out and collect some of the bundles of wood they prepared. You'll find them near the trees growing around the lodge, but be careful not to venture too far out into the valley. The creatures of Loch Modan are too dangerous for a young mage such as yourself. So this was Dwarven. I see, that makes sense. Ah, some humans from Stormwind. Kathy Wake. Excuse me, High Elf. Can I have your attention for a moment? I am Kathy Wake. I am part of a branch of the Alliance military, responsible for ensuring the safety and prosperity of Alliance lands. We've recently been sent here with a large contingent of men. Although I personally believe we are needed more back home, it is not my place to question orders. Our mission has been to ensure your people arrive safely to the lodge, and also to get you settled in. However, it is not easy to keep everyone safe from the dangers out here. While my men have been dealing with the larger problematic elements in the region, smaller ones have been left unattended for too long, and now they have been allowed to run rampant. The refugee caravans could be in danger if something is not done quickly. I take it you can fight? If so, please go out there and take care of the trogs that have been infesting the area around the lodge. Okay. Do not be frightened. These trogs are small and weak. They are easy to take out alone. However, if they swarm the caravans, people could get hurt, and we cannot spare more men to deal with them while keeping the other threats out there away from the lodge. Okay, well, thanks, Kathy. Cheers for the knowledge and the advice. Cool bear. I don't think we see these or have seen this bear sort of mount until BC. I mean, the Armani war bear and all the rest. So that's cool. They've used this model here. Ash riding bear. I like that. Pet trainer. Okay. Mysterious stranger. Another one. Very well. You seek to prove yourself to your people, no? To rise above all the others as the strongest, no? To leave behind a legacy of courage and heroism rather than to fade from history as yet another warderer of no consequence, no? Fuck, he likes the word no. I have your attention, do I? I have just the offer for you then. I'll grant you the opportunity to become immortal should you prevail over death in your journey for glory. However, if you die, you shall not return. Your soul shall be forever severed from your body. This offer I extend to you only here and now. There'll be no second chance should you refuse my deal. I see. So this is part of Turtle WoW's implementation of the hardcore mode. So actually what you can do is, if you wanted to, we can play this game fully in a sort of game mode whereby if you die, you're done. Your character's deleted. This is actually rising in popularity right now in Vanilla and Classic WoW. And it's really cool they've implemented this here as well. And what you'll notice is actually right here. A tragedy has occurred. Hardcore character Garkle has fallen to Wolf, level 7 at level 15. May this sacrifice not be forgotten. So if you get to above level 10 in hardcore mode, if you die, then it is announced in your chat. So everyone on the server can see. And every time you get to a landmark, I get to a round number level, like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, it will announce that as well to say that you've done well to get to that level. We're not going to do that. We're here for the lore. Okay, so what have we got? Let's just also set up our bars too. So interface options, advanced. Let's set these bars up. Obviously, we don't have enough spells right now, but it will be cool to have them nonetheless. Target of target. I love floating combat text. I like to see reputation. I'm a big completionist, so I do like to see that as well. Fading auras, just in case you want to see buffs. Friendly healer names, so we can thank the respective healer. That's all good. And disable that. I like swearing so much. Right, I think that's everything for now. Auto self-cast is useful. Share my own name. NPC names. Okay. Oh, I don't like the NPC names. Let's get rid of that. Much better. Much better indeed. Okay. Okay. Right, let's continue. So, first things first, clear out the vermin and stocking up on wood. Let's do this stuff. Oh, here are the trogs. Worst enemies. Okay. Fireball. Oh shit, there's one right there as well. Okay. So I'm planning on... I mean, I like the... in terms of specs, I like the versatility you get from Frost. And so generally whenever I play this game as a mage, I end up being Frost spec. Because I feel like it's the one that allows me to jump about, to move about, to keep the enemy on their toes. Yeah, I like that sort of style of play. But for now, we're going to have to make do with good old fire. Nice crit. Pumpkins as well. Am I missing some quests? Where are we on the map? Fast Trial Lodge. I do like this very much. You know, the whole idea that we've been pushed out of our homeland and reliant on the good graces of the Alliance to help us. Yeah, it's great. So yeah, all of this is brand new to me. Well done, Gennal. 6 copper, nice. There's some more wood over here. And something else I love to see as well is just how many real players there are. Guy jumping about over there, another girl over there. It is quite amazing to see the life that actually does exist here. You know, one of the things I really disliked about retail WoW when it came into effect was how they pushed for, I can't remember what the wording is or the term, but they sort of like instanced the game where they allowed for phasing, that's the one, where they sort of introduced different phases into the game, and those phases sort of, you know, you could be still in the same let's say the same pixel, and yet you wouldn't see someone else because they're in a different phase of the game. So it sort of reduced the amount of life that, or yeah, I suppose life that you would sort of have in the world. Like, obviously Azeroth's supposed to be some sort of place teeming with life, dealing with, you know, different people and real people, and yet introducing of the phasing sort of really took away from that. And I sort of understand why they would do it. You know, the game became very popular. It became laggy because of that, and so it was difficult to play the game. And yet, you really lose a tremendous amount by not having those other people playing around with you, and just seeing them doing the same things you're doing. It's been amazing. So actually, I've got as I mentioned earlier, a level 12 druid right now. Oh shit, he's a skull level. Oh my god. I should definitely stay in here. As I said, I was playing my druid, and on my druid, I was going through this. I don't know if you remember much about the Night Elf starting zone, but there's this quest. I think it's called Benthal or Benethal Den, and it's probably the most challenging area in the starting zone. And I was simply, you know, going in there, and it's hard. It's not easy. I mean, you can just about do it alone, but you're likely going to die if you attempt. And I grouped up twice. You know, I got some. Basically, that cave was full of people, real people playing around, and everyone was nice. You know, we're thanking each other. At one point, I had to go, and I said goodbye. And wow, that's a novelty. You know, I haven't had that for a very long time. You know, the actual feeling like I owed these people something. So it was a really nice experience. And actually, for the first time in a long time, I have really enjoyed playing a game and looked forward to it the next day. And if nothing else, I think Turtle Wow is... I've been wanting to come back to YouTube for a while, but Turtle Wow has given me that impetus to really engage again with it. You know, I went out and I bought my microphone, so I've got that here. I fixed my old computer, which I'm playing on now. And this old computer is a bit old now. I mean, it was very good back in 2014. I think it was very good. Although I'm no computer expert. But now it just makes a lot of noise. It runs slow when it first starts up. I mean, the game runs fine, but it's a very old game, so it really should. But Turtle Wow really was as I said, the impetus for me to get back into it. And so all of you should be thanking Turtle Wow and getting onto the game right now. Simply to say, you know, message the developers and be like, look, listen, you know, Triple G, the Generally Good Gamer, is back now, and so we want to say we love you, and here's some money. But yeah, so just make sure you do that, and then tell me about it. All one of you. Alright, stocking up on wood. Thank you, Gennal. With this, we should have more than enough wood to keep our people warm and bellies full. God, thanks, Viren. Ragged cloth pants. Ugh, great. Oh, grats. Miyoko. Slaking their thirst. Hello again, Gennal. I'm right here, Viren. We've just talked. The wood you gathered helped feed many refugees. However, the situation is far from resolved. The drinking water stores are running low. Soon, we will not be able to care for the refugees. But luckily there is a well to the north near the back border of this valley. Go there and fill this barrel with water. There are volunteers trying to dig a new well here, but that will take time. Please, Gennal, I know I can count on you. You can count on me. Gennal, the fall of our homeland has affected us all. But even if our education down this path was cut short, there are still ways to learn. Recently, someone left a letter on the desk and it was addressed to you. Perhaps you should read it and see what it says. I will. I will read that letter. Where was it? Sunwell, the Fall of Kelth? Nope. Interesting. The Fall of Kelthalas. Though he had defeated all the people he now saw as his enemies, Arthas was still haunted by the ghost of Kel'Thuzad. The ghost told Arthas that he needed to be revived the next phase of the Lich King's plan. To revive him, Arthas needed to bring Kel'Thuzad's remains to the mystical Sunwell, hidden within the High Elves' eternal kingdom of Kel'Thalas. Arthas and his scourge invaded Kel'Thalas and laid siege to the elves' crumbling defences. Sylvanas Wildrunner, the Ranger General of Silvermoon, put up a valiant fight, but Arthas eventually eradicated the High Elf army and battled through to the Sunwell. In a cruel gesture of his dominance, he even raised Sylvanas' defeated body as a banshee, cursed to endless undeath in the service of Kel'Thalas' conqueror. Ultimately, Arthas submerged Kel'Thuzad's remains within the holy waters of the Sunwell. Although the potent waters of eternity were fouled by this act, Kel'Thuzad was reborn as a sorcerous lich, resurrected as a far more powerful being. Kel'Thuzad explained the next phase of the Lich King's plan. By the time Arthas and his enemy of the dead turned southward, not one living elf remained in Kel'Thalas, the glorious homeland of the High Elves, which had stood for more than 9,000 years, was no more. So perhaps this is a recent telling or recent writing of what is now history, but is recent history. The Magisterium is the most prestigious group that a mage can be part of. Gennal, I take it you're here to become my apprentice. If so, then no, I will not coddle you. You'll be serving under a proud member of the Magisterium. As such, you'll be taught what I deem necessary for your progress. Continue to perform adequately, and I shall continue to guide you. Eventually, you'll be fit enough for the Magisterium. Talk to me again once you're prepared. Buff. I love buffs. Arcane Intellect. Time to run around and buff everyone. and that includes you, Magister Aleph Shaw Sunblood. There you go. See what I can do? See what you've trained and taught me? There you are. I've made you smarter. Okay. Well done, Gennal. This is only the beginning, but removing those vermin will ensure the refugees remain safe for now. We have more work to do, though. The more assistance we get from you, the more we can help provide we can provide your people. A cloth sash, ragged as fuck. Why the shit, Kathy? You're less wet behind the ears now, which is good. The vermin you defeated are only a nuisance compared to other things that lurk in this valley. Some of the recent refugees who arrived last night reported seeing a short-statured figure with glowing red eyes in the woods as it stalked the area. Some brushed it off as fatigue from the long travel, but I believe it may be a forward scout of the Shadowforge raiding party. The Shadowforge are one of the Dark Iron clans. They are corrupted, red-eyed dwarves who are at odds with the Kingdom of Ironforge. Investigate the area to the west where the sighting happened, but do not stray too close to the dig site. It is infested with trogs far stronger than those vermin that you fought earlier. Remember, do not engage. If you find something, confirm your sighting and immediately return here. Shit, oh man, what a nice reward. Crooked tree branch. Oh, fuck yeah. Great. We'll do that, Kathy, no worries. Ugh, mysterious stranger.
How are ya?
I cannot do a dwarf accent. How are ya? No, I can't do that. Great to meet you. No, I've tried, no. To prove yourself to me, Gennal, I'll have you go around the lodge and search for many piglets and cubs that made their home close to here. Your kin will also need clothes and armour made from their hides. Well, I'm not the best leather worker. God, been smoking a bit too much recent. I could still make a few pieces of gear. 5 pelts of the bear cubs and 5 chunks of meat from the piglets will be enough to prove your worth. Come back when you have everything. That's what you're getting for my dwarven impression there. Okay. We didn't get any other spells, did we? No, we did not. Okay. Put them on war mode. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot. So basically, you can increase the XP that you get. Yes, you can increase the XP that you get by putting on war mode. Now, war mode essentially puts you into a PvP mode for the entirety of the game. I mean, you can turn it off when you want to, but as a reward for doing so, for taking that risk, you will get enhanced experience. So, I need to find that person, whoever they are, wherever they are. I'm guessing they're going to be around here somewhere. And Cliffmaster, here we go. So, exhaustion here prevents you from ever receiving rested experience, but your weapon skill gain will be doubled. I don't need weapon skill, that's fine. And this is the war mode, so no longer disable PvP mode, but experience gain from all sources increased. Definitely want that. Okay. And let's also put on our gear. Aha. And here we go. You may notice if you've played the original, well, the retail WoW, that you can transmogrify your gear. I mean, I'm sure you've noticed. Transmogrification just basically means that you can put on a different armor or weapon appearance than that which you currently have on, and those weapon or armor appearances are able to be selected from those items that you've picked up in dungeons or in quests or any green, blue, or epic legendary item that you have. You can change your equipped item to look like that piece. And actually in this game you can do it as well, but you have to pay money. So what happened just there was I collected those appearances to my collection, and if I wanted to, I could later in the game pay, once I get my amazingly epic items, I could pay to have the appearance change from that amazing epic item to a ragged cloth pant, which would be absolutely worth it, obviously. But nice though. I think it's a good incentive to, not incentive, but it's an interesting way for the developers to make a bit of money. I like that idea. Okay, let's put the quest up again. Pelts and tusks, gathering intel, southwest of the Fast Rider Lodge. And as you'll notice as well, unlike retail WoW, southwest, so southwest. Unlike retail WoW, there aren't sort of quest directives on the map, and I like that as well. I like having to read quests. I like having to work out where to go, and in doing so you explore places you never would have gone to before, and that's always good in my opinion. It takes time. I know that today's culture is instant gratification all over, but I like to slow things down. Delay gratification, that's where it's at. Insert sexual joke here. I'm not going to. Maybe when I know you all better, but for now, I'm sure certain people could insert something funny there. Okay. Let's kill a few more of these boars. Meat and pelt. At some point we're also going to have to come up with a backstory to our character. What do you reckon? So we've got Gennal here. What's her story? She was a model, and she worked as a model for 1,000 years. Extremely successful model. But yeah, during her childhood, the first 1,000 years of her childhood, she worked as a model and was very successful, but didn't find that there was much. She always thought there was something more to life than just being extremely good looking. And everyone around her adored her and said, no, everything to life is about being good looking, and you've got it all. But she didn't agree. She found being extremely good looking not very challenging, not very difficult. There was more to life. She thought there must be more to life than that. And so she picked up a book. She picked up another book, and another, and another, and eventually she became an extremely learned individual. And it just so happened that those books that she was reading instilled in her a passion and a love for the arcane, for the frozen, I don't know if that's a thing, for the fire, for magic. Definitely not, obviously, for strength. That squirrel was surprisingly too difficult for Gennal there. But she doesn't care, because she was never one for going to the gym and hitting the weights. No, she read all the books. And that's why she reads books now. She picks them up whenever she sees them. She enjoys the process of taking in new knowledge. But yeah, from being a model, she found this passion for reading and therefore for magic, and is now beginning her journey as an apprentice mage to that guy up there, whatever his name was. But he apparently is a good mage, apparently a really good one. But she has high hopes for herself, very high hopes, but she understands that she's still a young one. She's only 1,003 years old and has a long way to go. If you remember, elves, I believe it's the same in WoW, but they're immortal. So as she knows, as long as she sips from the arcane well, whatever it's called, well of eternity occasionally, she keeps her reading going, she'll develop, she'll progress, and she'll become the greatest Pokemon trainer greatest mage there ever was. And also, one of her real sort of goals in life is to meet Jaina Proudmoore, because she cannot imagine how someone, a human that has a finite lifespan, could have become such an incredible mage in such a short period of time. For Gennal to become the successful model that she was, that took at least 108 years to get to being the best. So, and humans don't live that long. Anyway, so when we eventually meet Jaina Proudmoore, I think that's going to be a moment of awe for our Gennal. Oh shit! Scouting completed. Oh, I see. I thought this boar was like a scout. And was it a scout in disguise? Apparently not. Anyway, so this must be what we're scouting. I see, because they are some naughty boys, some Shadowforge Prowlers, the Dark Iron Dwarves. Now, I didn't play a tremendous amount of some of the expansions. For example, I played up until Wrath of the Lich King, but even then, I didn't really raid during Wrath of the Lich King. I played off and on. I think I was busy with real life. And then Cataclysm, I barely played at all. I think I may have done a bit of level 49 twinking when that was a thing. And which actually, by the way, is a thing you can do here. You can do a lot of twinking in this game. Twinking is if you don't know, is where you sort of hold yourself at a certain level, which you can do. You can turn off experience at any point here, simply by right-clicking my pane up here and turning off experience. But twinking is where you hold yourself at a certain level and you basically get the BIS items, the best in slot items. And that was something that I did too, I think during Cataclysm. And then the next time I played was during Legion at the end a little bit. But once again, I played, death, you hate to see it. But during Legion I played just a small amount. And once again, mainly I didn't play endgame. I think I just played, what would you say I played? Twinking again, I think I twinked my druid. My main at the time was a druid, and whatever the highest level was in Legion, I played the bracket underneath that. I often feel like if I can't be the very best, because I can't invest the time into comparing the very best at the highest level, then I want to be the best of a bracket, and it was a less of a time investment to become the best of the next bracket down. So that's what I did. Well, okay, so let me just look at this quest. Where is the water barrel supposed to be? So, new well here, that'll take time. Well to the north near the border of this valley. So the north. Okay, so I need to go over there. I still need to get a few young bear pelts. Oh, bears. I read it wrong. I thought it said boar pelts. Okay. There we go, 4 to 5. There we go, our last target here. Die! That's it. Train your arms, Gennal. What are these things? It's a grave. Oh, they're graves. Ishniwala. I have no fucking clue what that means. I just hear Night Elf say it a lot. So probably means like fuck your mum, but that's how I feel about that. That was an ex-boyfriend. That was an ex-boyfriend, and Ishniwala, ex. Okay, so we need a well. Where is that well? North of here. Is it possibly over there? Aha! We got the well. Okay. Nice 12 there, Gennal. Oh, very nice. Beautiful. She heard us. What are you doing? Why did you die, Brisby? Okay, we need to remember to sell our stuff as well. I did notice that the drop rate of certain items, like bags, seems to be increased, or perhaps I was just a statistical outlier, but I received 4 small bags by the time I was level 12 with my druid. Okay, let's just sell those. I could probably just sell those and buy a few more waters here just in case. In fact, why did I do that? Eventually, very soon, I'm going to be able to make my own, aren't I? In any case, let's hand these in. / spit.
What's on your mind? Are you done yet, Gennal? We need the supplies. Ah, yes. Well, these clearly weren't harvested by an expert. Fuck me. You did a pretty good job. Very well, Gennal. You've proven to be a capable high elf. You know, some might not see them as very dangerous, but indeed they are. Here's some coin for your troubles, and I made you a cape from the remaining pelts.
Now that's what I like to see. None of this ragged stuff. We've got ourselves a bear hide cape. Marek Ironheart, your heart is not made of iron. You have a heart of gold. Okay, let's put that on. God, it doesn't look very good though, Marek. Fuck me. Okay. Who first? Who wants me? You want me, don't you? Don't you, Kathy? A whole armed camp. Damn, this is a problem. We'll need to devote resources into dealing with it that we don't have. Thank you for your help, Gennal. We may call upon you again once we figure out how to handle this. There's a whole camp and you give me a fucking crooked tree branch. Dude. I mean, I guess though it has got 3.1 DPS. Now that's sick, man. Okay, good.
I am listening.
Did you get it? The children are thirsty. You got the water? Thank you, Gennal. At least that's one less problem we have to deal with. The children will have water, and the progress on the well is going wonderfully. What do we want? Oh, we have two choices here. A comfy robe or a ragged cloth vest. The thing is, Gennal has lived a life of comfort. She was a model. Well, she doesn't care for it anymore. She likes the hardship, or rather, she likes challenging herself. She would go for the ragged cloth vest.
Hello.
Virin appears distressed as she looks in your direction. We found a wagon, burned down with the corpses of the accompanying escorts nearby, and no signs of refugees. It's terrible, Gennal. It's absolutely terrible. Please speak to your companion. Malvina, was it? I'm trying to keep people calm as we figure this out, but she is very disturbed. She's spreading panic and confusion among the refugees. Okay.
What brings you here?
Greetings, Gennal. Once again, that's pretty awkward. We've been talking about a few seconds ago. You've made amazing progress so far, but there is still so much to do. While the lodge is stocked with an abundance of grain and meat, we're lacking other types of nourishment like fruits and vegetables. Luckily, the area around the lodge has an abundance of pumpkins and berries this time of year. Can I count on you to search the area for berries and pumpkins? Our people's welfare depends on it. Must be autumn. Okay. What's next? Oh, what level are we? 4. Let's get some new spells. Conjure water. Fantastic. Oh, there we go. You love to see it. Frostbolt. Okay. Right. Did I not even arcane into that myself? What a noob. Let's make ourselves some water. Aha. Oh, now that is great. That's really nice. So this generates 4% maximum mana. Lovely. So this is a great ratio. I'm very impressed with that. Okay. Let's get ourselves a wand at some point. Alright, let's get the conjure water there. And can it be used in combat? I presume so. Okay, let's just make it until our mana is depleted. There we go. Let's sell the remaining water. We'll put this on. Very good. Sell the Thalassian staff. Great. We are ready. God, ready for action. Lots of maneuverability there, or movability. You know, we don't have to be constrained by a robe sort of arm. I'm waving my arms here in real life. The armholes, sleeves. That's the one. Okay. So, what are we supposed to spot? Yes, we do. Malvina. I see.
We all knew there was a risk, but she was practically here already. It could have been any of us. How could this have happened? We survived the scourge, the wetlands, and the horde, only to have our possessions burned to a cinder while being kidnapped. It's not fair. I'm sorry, I shouldn't burden you with this. We've all struggled ever since we lost Kel'Thalas, but you provided so much support for us. The wood, the water, you've even defeated those vile trog creatures. You're right, I must be calm. Perhaps my sister is still out there. She is the only family I have left, and if anyone can save her, it's you. Go, speak to that roguish human woman who led the caravan escorts. Perhaps she can help.
I'll do that. I'll do that, Malvona. Let's move this a little bit just so I have a bit more vision. Put this here. I think that's okay. Right, and I'd like to usually change the background just to make it nice and dark. Bit of contrast there. I know that's not ideal. Well, that's fine. I don't care about these bits being over or underneath the bar here. That's fine. All good. Okay. So, quests. Balanced diet. That's fine. Did we have another one? Ah. I see. Yes. Let's go back and talk to her. So you also have to make sure that we look out for quests here. We can easily miss them because they don't come up like they do in retail on the map as exclamation marks. So we need to keep looking out. So you know about it then. My scouts have confirmed it. It's that damned Shadowforge raiding party you found. We should have struck right away, but instead I wanted to prepare. Damn it! It's as if they knew we were onto them. You didn't attack any of them, did you? Well, no matter. There is no time for regret. It is time to act. The refugees have been put in cages, and the Dark Irons are preparing to ritually sacrifice them to their god, their Fire Lord, Ragnaros. We can't allow it, Gennal. I'm going to need your help with this. I feel like Kathy is warming to us. I think she thought that we were a bit of a liability to begin with. Perhaps didn't know how to take care of ourselves. She saw our symmetrical face, our beauty, and thought, no, there's no way this person could help with the fight. She's come round to us. She's warmed to us. Alright, Gennal, here's the plan. We have established a perimeter around the Dark Iron camp, but we believe that if we move in force, then they will execute the refugees. We've been ordered to stand down. However, if we do not act now, the refugees will be killed. We need an outsider to sneak into their camp, kill the fire cleric, acquire the key to the cells, and free the refugees. I can think of no one more worthy of this task than you. You have proven yourself to be strong and resourceful in the short time we've known each other. I believe in you, Gennal. Now go and save those people. What did I just say? I mean, but fuck me. Look, you believe in us, and yet the reward is ragged cloth gloves. Ragged. Have a word with the dwarf over there, Merrick. At least he knows how to give a good reward. Anywho. Okay, so we have that quest now, Dark Iron Scrapping. And we'll also need to get pumpkins and berries. We know where they are because we've seen the pumpkins around here. Okay. There's a pumpkin or two. Berries over there. Okay, so we know what they look like. That's fine. Are you getting them, or are you... Yes, you are. They're fine. Right. Okay. Nothing up here. Oh, pumpkin and a bush. And another bush and a pumpkin. Just going to check /played. 43 minutes, doing well. I'm thinking of making these into hour-long episodes. I'm not really sure. I don't really think it matters too much, as long as I cut it off somewhere. And really, the only reason I'm going to be cutting it off is so I can make sure it's actually recording in the background. I mean, this is the first time I've been doing. I've tested a few times clearly, but it's the first time I've been doing this again in a while, and so there's likely going to be some mistakes that occur, and I make little basic errors here and there, and I frustrate myself by accidentally not doing something that I meant to do. So I'm pretty positive that what will happen is I'll stop this recording, or rather I'll get to an hour, I'll take a look, and I'll see that it wasn't actually even recording. I'm prepared for that. Okay, so kill the Fire Priest, Dark Iron Key, and free the High Elf refugees. Right. So those are the refugees. I somehow need to get into there. Let's just kill this guy and see what happens. Because they said we can't go in there in force. I'm not going to go in force. I'm just going to kill a couple of them here and there. Oh, thank you. I'll give you a buff as well. There you are.
Absolutely.
That's what I like. Bit of reciprocation there. So where is this guy? I'm presuming he'll be up here. Yeah, they must be. I could ask them for an invite, perhaps. Let's see. I cannot talk yet. You've got to be a certain level. Anyway. Ah, okay, Fire Priest is there. That's fine, we've got to go in order anyway. I don't want to break the... I think it's impolite, essentially. Alright, well, let's just kill a few in the meantime. Make sure we keep getting that experience. Okay. There we are. Have a little drink. We've got to put that into our action bar. There we go. If anyone comes up, what I'll do is I will invite them. As I would like to get this quest done. And not have to compete with someone else to get the tag. What's the cast time of this? 1.5, 1.5. They're still the same. Eventually there will be a disparity between the cast times of Frostbolt and Firebolt, if I remember correctly. Frostbolt should have a faster cast time. As the ranks go up, that I think Firebolt increasing cast time more rapidly than Frostbolt does. One of the reasons, again, that I like Frost is due to that increased cast time and increased maneuverability that it allows for. Come on then. Gennal is waiting. What else am I supposed to do? I presume he has the Dark Iron Key as well, this guy. So if he does... Is this guy going to come up here? Nope. I'm pressing tab furiously. Just in case this guy spawns. Here we go. Oh, no, that's not even the right one. Is someone else going to spawn here? Or is he one of these sort of guys that spawns in different places? Let's drink again. Aha, here we go. Literally no point in doing Frostbolt there. Doesn't reduce his movement speed towards me at all when he's still one step away from me. Or only one step. Here we go. Good, got the key, everything else we need. Let's let them go.
I thought I'd never see you again. Thank you, hero.
Oh. She wasn't actually interested in me, she was just interested in her sister. Okay, well I thought that you missed me, but that's fine. That's totally fine, obviously. Am I going to die here? I hope not. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Okay, they should be slowed down now. Fuck. Oh my god, Gennal died. Oh. The thing is that Gennal is a bit of a noob. And, you know, everyone understands that she is... she can't take a beating. And... but they still love her. And I remembered as well that actually below level, whatever it is, 10, we don't have to worry about res sickness, so we can just resurrect without a penalty. And that actually helps us a bit. You know, if we were going for a speed run, non-hardcore clearly, that would have been a pro move there. We have to remember to get these berries too. Oh, there's quite a few around here. That's good. I'm up there as well. I don't think they've increased the speed of gathering though. I know that in retail it's definitely faster than this. That could have been something they may have wanted to do as well. But then again, you know, this simulates reality. Obviously. What is this little guy? Thalassian Tender. I like that. Okay, last little berry here. That rabbit would probably kick our ass as well. Okay. Up here we go. So we've been able to feed the population.
Hello.
And also free some of our dwindling population as well. So that's we must be a hero in the eyes of these people now. From beautiful model, symmetrical, dashing good looks, to hardcore hero. Did you get the pumpkins and berries? Wonderful. This will last a while until we can acquire supplies from the Alliance. We can also use the seeds from the pumpkins to plan our own pumpkin patch. Definitely gonna get those healing potions. They are very useful. Actually, let's go for the mana potions. Very good. Number 5. Time is of the essence, Gennal. Do not delay. They are all safe. I can't believe it. We averted a disaster. I can't thank you enough, Gennal. We take our duty very seriously, and losing those people would have been terrible. Now, we need to take care of that raiding party. There is someone who wants to speak with you about that. Go see Varin. Thanks for the ragged cloth gloves. Cheers, Kathy. Okay. We do look good though. God, what a look. She definitely looks ready for an adventure. Absolutely. Although if the cold weather strikes, she's going to be nippy. She's going to be a bit chilly. Right. Let's sell tough jerky. Put this in our bar somewhere. I generally like to have a few of these things easily accessible. So let's do something like this and make a new key binding for wherever we are. Control 5. What are these special action buttons? Nope. Where are we? Control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're down further. Here we go. Control 5. Good. We'll eventually move these things around as well. We don't need to have buffs on hotkeys. That's not really a macro requirement or requirement for a macro, but for now at least, while we have a few spells, they can go there.
I am listening.
You're the hero of the hour, Gennal. All the refugees are speaking your name. I believe there is a friend of yours who is particularly grateful. Why not go and speak with Malvina Sunblade? That's true, we did save her sister. And she is our friend. We were on the same wagon as her to the Fast Rider Lodge, so we struck up conversation, became close, and had a shared loss, shared trauma together. Always brings people closer.
What brings you here?
It's so good that you're here with me, Gennal. I'm glad that your sister is safe and sound. Apparently that's our voice. I'm glad that your sister is safe and sound. You saved my sister. I can't overstate how honoured I am to be able to call you my friend. Thanks to you, little Arisha is safe. We're all so overwhelmed by your heroism. I believe Kathy wishes to speak with you. Here is a present from me. Take care, okay? Wherever you may end up, remember that we'll always remain friends. What is this bit? Several wagons have moved on to Stormwind while you were away, but a lot of us have decided to stay here for the time being. Perhaps even forever. Is that our chat? Maybe that was her talking to someone else. Who knows? Kathy, just please, tell me when it's someone else. Tell me when it's me. I thought you were my friend. You did well, Gennal. You deserve all the praise you're getting. It may not seem like much to save a few refugees, but consider that this is just the start of your journey. You exhibited great courage, too. I can safely say that I am proud to have met you. However, there is another matter we must now talk about. Several of the refugee caravans have decided to move on to Stormwind. We can escort them part of the way there, but eventually they will arrive in a region beset by strife. Bandits and beasts run amok, while we are ordered to outlying areas, such as this lodge. We cannot go against our orders, but adventurers like you can make a difference back home. Think about it, and talk to me again. You've decided to assist then? Yeah, I thought it over. I am grateful, Gennal. The situation back home is dire, and we cannot return home to help at the moment. I do not know what kind of affliction ails the Stormwind nobles, but ever since King Varian disappeared, the kingdom has been run into the ground. Alas, while we cannot control the nobles, we can deal with the problems in the kingdom's provinces. Elwyn Forest is a good place to start. The capital is located in this region, and it has been surrounded by issues. Kobolds rule the mines, gnolls raid the towns, and bandits seize the roads. My friend Marshal Dugan is stationed in Goldshire, and he can put you to good use. I believe the magistrates here can teleport you to Goldshire. Wow. Okay, that'll be a quick way to get there, for sure. Right, before we do though, let's just make sure we've done everything. What is this? Darryl the Youngling, and yet you cannot pick up a quest from him still. Interesting. I wonder why that is. And also Marek Ironheart, we can't pick up a quest there either. Could we have decided to stay here? Interesting. Let's talk once more to Viren Swiftwind, see if there's anything we're missing. So I wonder if there is. Let's abandon this quest. Okay. Alright, well. Fine. I suppose we shall portal then. I would like to actually level to level 6 and see if those two quests open up at all. But for now, I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope the voices didn't annoy you too much, but I had a lot of fun with this, and I hope that some of you will come along and be with me for the remainder of this journey. Thank you, and goodbye.